Hey guys, welcome to the Fork, not the Spork. Yeah, everybody remembers Sporks, little round things, had tips on the end of them whenever we were growing up in middle school and stuff. Yeah, none of those. So, hey guys, I'm gonna be doing this first one off my iPod, so give me a little bit of credit here. Making breakfast before I go to work, so I'm gonna be using pork bacon, which is basically bacon made from the cheek of the pig, and eggs. And I know most people think that, bacon and eggs can't be that, special, but I say if you do something right with them, you can do something right with them. Searching for the omelet pan, because it's the best pan, I think, to cook it with. So, that pan on, stick it about medium high heat. Grab cooking spray and spray down the pan. Well, you get the idea. This would be much easier if I had a better camera, but anyway. Doing that. Like I said, this is being done with my iPod, so it's a little cheesy. Okay, again, sorry. Being done with the iPod, so this is really cheesy, but anyway. Pork jowl bacon. Basically the cheek of the pig. Nothing big. Some people, like my mom, use it for just seasonings. Other people, like myself, like it for bacon, but it's pretty much pure bacon fat. It's good, but anyway, you just stick it in the pan like you do regular bacon, cook it like you cook regular bacon. There's nothing really too big about it. See if I can get a better piece than the big hunk of fat I just stuck in the pan. That piece can be saved for later for seasoning. Like I said, about medium to high heat would work. And while that cooks, I'm going to go ahead and get a bowl ready for the eggs, because the eggs is where I'm really going to do something different than normal. Most people just, egg, cheese, blah, that's it. Personally, I like a little variety, a little pizzazz, if some people want to call it that. Some other things. 2 eggs, nothing special. But I like a little parsley, a little dill. Let's see what else we got here. No, paprika's not bad, and if I can find it, the chili powder. Nothing too special. Just a little bit of kick and a little bit of herb as well. So some people go for exact measurements. I don't, just because I've been doing it for so long. So just a little sprinkle of dill. A little more on the parsley just because I like parsley. Chili powder, all depends on how hot you want it. Chili powder's not that hot unless you got a sensitive tongue. Nah. See? Again, in my opinion, chili powder is more smoky than spicy. So, but again, it's all in who you ask. So, check on this bacon. Like I said, it's similar to regular bacon, especially in the way that it cooks. So, give it a few minutes on each side. And that's about it. Okay, I'll put you guys down for a second. Okay, I added a little bit of milk to the eggs. I know it doesn't look too fancy right now, but in my opinion, the milk gives the eggs a little bit of fluff whenever you cook them. Some people may say different, who knows, but that's the way that I do them. Some people cook eggs in a separate pan, then they cook their bacon and all that kind of stuff. But me personally, I cook it in the same pan for the fact that I like the taste of the bacon or whatever it is I'm cooking in my eggs. So by cooking it in this same grease, it'll give it an extra little bit of flavor to it. Just flipped it, and it should look a little bit like that. Again, guys, this is being done with my iPod, so give me some credit here. Cooking with one hand, filming with the other, you know, that kind of credit. Okay, now that this bacon's done, I'm going to go ahead and take it, and I'm going to put it on a paper towel so it kind of drains off some of that excess grease that just forms up on it and everything. Get a hold of it. Again, guys, one-handed here, so give me props on the one-handedness, maybe. Yeah, anyway. Alright guys, now that I have nothing more than a pan of grease here, I'm going to cut the heat down just a little bit so it doesn't burn the eggs whenever I put the eggs in. But again, eggs, I use a little bit of milk just because it makes them fluffier, but put that in. Can never get old of that noise. But anyway, it may look a little brownish, kind of colored, but just the grease, I promise. And then take, I thought I had a spatula free. I don't have a spatula free. Well, since I don't have a spatula free, I guess I can use, I'm just going to use a big spoon. Because, face it, it's scrambled eggs. How hard can that be to do with a spoon? And then again, it may be looking a little brown, but the reason they look brown is because of the, grease. And you don't have to keep all of the grease like I did. I personally like it. That's the reason I did it. But anyway, so also on how some people say wet or runny. Wet or runny is determined by the person. Some people like them dry, some people like them fairly wet. So, as simple put as that. Okay. now that the eggs are completely done the way I like them, see, done. Now I'm going to do another little thing, which is go to the fridge. I happened to make this last night, so that's the reason I'm doing it. I'll post recipe later. I made homemade cheese dip last night. Wrong thing. I promise you it's cheese, it's not eggs. But anyway, I'm going to take a couple scoops of this and put it in my eggs, just because I think it'll taste good. And since it's already cold, you get to see the cool melting effect of it. Close that up, put that back in the fridge while that melts a little bit. Now, another thing I'm going to do, because all of this is going to end up going into a breakfast burrito type thing, I'm going to go ahead and add the pork jowl bacon back into the mix so that it gets coated with the cheese as well. Okay, now that I got all that mixed together, looks really good. But I said something about wanting to do it on a burrito type style, so I'm going to take a plate I'm going to end up eating it off of. You guys just love my mom's fancy plates, I know. Anyway, and I'm going to grab one of the last flour tortillas I have out of the fridge. Because, let's face it, I forgot to pick some up at the grocery store. And some people try to use the flour tortillas right out of the oven. I mean, right out of the package. In my opinion, they're a little soft, they're a little crunchy, they're a little hard sometimes. Stick them in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and you'll be good to go. Makes them softer, makes them easier to work with. And now we wait 30 seconds. By the way, again, iPod being used, one-handed, give me credit. Okay, now that all this is done, thing is out of the oven. Okay, I'm going to attempt to prop you guys up next to a glass, so give me some credit. Okay, now that all this is done, take the pan, spoon it all onto there. Make sure you get all the pieces of the bacon on there. Personally, I just like sprinkling it again with everything that we put in to the eggs. A little bit of dill, a little bit of chili powder, parsley, I actually like adding a little more parsley than dill because it kind of drowns out the dill taste just a little bit. Dill kind of has that weird pickly taste to it. But all in all, it's good. Now, set this up. Fold the front towards yourself. Fold the back away from yourself, which for me is towards you guys. Fold the side. Fold the side. And it looks like a burrito. And that's it for today. Later, guys.